hear that the ICE agents under the orders of President Trump are a modern-day Gestapo. Do you realize how disgusting a phrase that is, considering the history of Nazi Germany? Would you like to recant that statement?
What I said, Congressman, and I have a long history of supporting law enforcement, I said President Trump was using them as his modern-day Gestapo, not identifying who you are, coming up in unmarked vans, taking people away and giving...
Is it the responsibility of ICE to actually deport illegal aliens in the United States who are here? Isn't that their responsibility?
Yes, it is, Congressman, except that the Constitution is not an inconvenience. It's not an either-or.
Nobody said an inconvenience. We have a responsibility to deport illegal aliens, and the president is going through that process right now. And let's be very clear, the previous administration, they abused every process there is under border laws to allow more than 10 million people into the country illegally. And this is a burden on all Americans. And so the president is doing his job. So it is sick to refer to Americans who are ICE agents as Gestapo. Governor, you're wrong. You need to apologize to these agents. They're doing their jobs. They are Americans. They serve this country with honor and decency and respect. Do not diminish their work simply because you tried to make a cheap point that you could tweet. I yield back.
Apparently, Mr. Tim Walz needs to understand the difference between ICE and Gestapo. And also throwing what the Nazis was like during World War II. The ICE agents were just doing their job. It's kind of weird that when Obama, known as the Porter Chief, I know for a fact he had the ICE agents doing their job. And Obama's hailed a hero. But when Trump enforces the immigration laws, he's a dictator. He's like Hitler. Well, guess what? I'm going to post some links about what the Nazis are like, what the Gestapo is like, and what Hitler's like, and what the directive of ICE is like. It's kind of funny the moment you try to change things up, try to make it like, that the immigration laws don't exist, and the moment someone tries to enforce the laws, there's a problem. But you wonder why the liberal Democrats lost the election. The American people had enough of the insanity. But most importantly, they had enough of their children's futures being threatened by someone's reckless so-called virtue signaling, trying to call himself, we know what we're doing, we know what's best for you. Sure you do. Yet you still lost the election. Overall, common sense rules. And thank you, Mr. Byron Donalds.